Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and there's some behind the scenes news when that interview with Bret Baier and Vice President Kamala Harris that you haven't heard yet. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please follow that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica and hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Vice President Kamala Harris, to me, should have never taken the Fox News interview. I said that from jump. I said this is an all-risk, zero-reward proposition. The chances of her converting any Fox News viewers to her side, slim to none, and Slim has left town. It's the same reason I would advise former President Donald Trump to not do one on MSNBC. What's the reward in that? The people watching these two channels, their minds have been made up long ago. I'm one of those watchers. My mind's made up long ago. I'm voting for Trump. You're not going to convert me to Kamala Harris. It's not happening. So there's a very, very slim portion of the country that has not decided yet. Those people, they're going to be reached in other outlets, not on Fox News or MSNBC or probably even CNN. But CNN, at least you'd have a better chance. This to me was to show she was tough. And so she can get sound bites. Look how I snapped back at the Fox News anchor. Now, according to Bret Baier, she came in hot. She came in angry, and she came in late. So there's a couple of things that happened behind the scenes before this interview ever got started that set the tone that it was going to be a combative interview, and it was. Hats off to Bret Baier, by the way, who did a fantastic job, as I said he would. If you watch us every day here, you know I predicted Bret Baier was going to do a fantastic job, and he did. I want you to watch this and what he talks about here, what happened with Harris before the interview, and then let me know what you think in the comments.
And your interview with Fox is arguably your most important issue. And I think you could tell at the end that you were having to rush through it so that you could get to the top of the show, and you were trying to be respectful of their time. But it would have been really interesting for her to be able to say to her team, no, let's keep going, Bret. What else do you have? Right? And let it keep going. I was thinking about J.D. Vance when he did that debate, and the questions were very adversarial. And the way he just absorbed the question with like sort of soft knees, I guess if we're talking sports, and like absorbed it all and was like, actually this, and then answered it very calmly. You know, there are ways to handle a question that you think you might have not maybe you're on the defense about, and just subtly turn it around. She's been in politics long enough that she could have done that better.
Dana, you've been on the other side. You've been on the rapper as a press secretary interviewing a president. And, you know, I'm talking like four people waving their hands like it's got to stop. So, Martha, I had to dismount there at the end. There's so many things, and she maybe should do more of these.
Well, I think so. And I think that, she got a little bit of the way there. But, I think the overwhelming response is that she wasn't specific. It seemed like she wasn't ready for some of these questions, and she absolutely should have been. I just want to point out in the polling that we have that she is ahead by 6 points in the battleground states, although we see him ahead on all of the issues and in the national surveys. So, we'll see what happens with those numbers and where they move over the next couple of weeks. But, they're both coming into this home stretch very, very tight in this election.
All right, panel, stand by if you would. Up next, some final thoughts from here in Pennsylvania, the biggest swing state there is. We'll be right back.